Alright, guys, welcome back to more Ignorance in Basketball. Now, because this is a video after a loss, I figure I'd give you guys a little bit of a gift, something that I enjoy. Every time I see Sabonis, I always just think of this kid right here. Tell me they are not the same fucking person. I refuse to take no for an answer. They look exactly the same. And that's why I call him Bob's Burgers. I don't know the little white kid's name in the show. I just know that he looks like Sabonis. As soon as I saw Sabonis, I was like, he looks like somebody. And it took me like a month to figure it out. And I was like, there it is. And ever since then, that's all I could think about every single time I see him. It's fucking weird. And we need to figure out why they are the same person. I don't even want to say why they look alike. I'm going to say why they are the same person. They are the same person from different ages, different universes. And also, Justice Winslow looks like Chris Tucker. Absolutely. They look exactly alike. They're the same person as well. Now I know why I haven't been seeing him in movies, because he's grown a couple inches and joined the NBA. Good for him. What a pivot. But honestly, guys, we could talk about this game. There's not really a whole lot to say. Suns didn't feel like playing. And they didn't. They didn't really show up. They were like half-assing it the entire game except for like halfway through the fourth, which, they love to do that shit. They love to show up late. But I can't even say this was a game where they totally gave up. I feel like, let's say that the Pacers were at like a 9, and the Suns, as far as like effort, and the Suns were probably at like a 6, 5.5, and they weren't hitting shots. So this shit's going to happen. It's a long fucking season. The Suns were, like 18-3 or 17-3 of their last 20 or so games. So, games like this are going to happen. I think the Pacers were just pissed that they kind of blew that Lakers game last night. And they had LeVert back first day, and they were like, we're going to play as hard as we possibly fucking can. And they did. So I kind of just have to give them credit. I'm proud of this team. Obviously not talking about the Pacers because fuck you. I'm proud of the Suns for coming back the way they did, showing a little bit of effort. But really, I just saw fatigue. They were playing sloppy with the turnovers, especially what was it, like the third quarter. They had a fuck ton of turnovers. Yeah, man. I mean, are we worried about the Pacers? Of course not. That's a fucking joke. This will be the last time that the Suns see them. They fucked him up the first time. Bridges had his career high, 34 points. I'm a fucking fan, okay? Don't test my knowledge. And yes, I only know that because the announcer said it. But I watched the game, so give me some credit. Yeah, guys, this was just a typical, we're fucking tired and the other team is fucking trying. They're all tryhards and shit. And they're like, all right, whatever. Just take it. We don't give a fuck. We're going to make the playoffs. You guys aren't. And that's the end of it. We don't really give a shit. And, I'm not too mad at it. It would have been nice to win. But again, I would rather this team take a loss than keeps just having those, skate by wins. Because, again, maybe I'm crazy, but I don't like that habit of you just, half-assing it for a lot of the game. And then you try when you want to. Because I've seen that blow up in teams' faces. And again, the Lakers can afford to do that kind of. The Warriors could afford to do that before they sucked ass, which they do. I don't know if you heard. I got to go on a fucking rant here. I mean, it's not like there's much to say about this game anyway. But why the fuck do the Warriors get all this coverage every game? It's like the Warriors against the Clippers, the Warriors against the Lakers, the Warriors against the Bucks, and then the Warriors just get fucked up every single time. It's like, who's excited to see that? I don't want to see fucking Steph Curry run around a bunch of screens and shoot fucking fadeaway threes like he's on a fucking jungle gym. I don't give a fuck. It's not entertaining to watch one team just get their ass beat. Did they forget that Klay Thompson got fucking injured before the season started? Did they forget that Kevin Durant said, hey, go fuck yourself? I'm going to go play with Kyrie and fucking James Harden? Did they forget that? TNT, stop trying to get me excited about these fucking games like I'm dumb. I'm not dumb. I know what's going to happen. They're going to lose again. And they've lost over and over and over and over again. I don't fucking get it. Again, I have to shit on ESPN again, these fucking dumbass analysts. I remember this was a while ago, but they're like, what teams do you want to see more of? And they actually did shout the Suns out like after that. They showed like the teams that were gonna get more like cable games. And I think off the top, it was like the Warriors, the Clippers, um, the Lakers, the Bucks, and like I don't know, one other fucking team, probably like the Sixers or some shit. And I was like, why are they excited to see the Warriors? What is exciting about that? They're like the fucking 10th seed right now. That's exciting for you? Oh yeah, it was the Mavericks, I think. And again, the Mavericks suck ass too, but at least that's kind of a mystery. It's like the Mavericks should be better than they're playing, even though they were only like the 6th seed last year. With the fucking bubble and everything. So who knows if the season was actually full length, what actually would have happened or where they would have ended up. But I don't know. I really don't get that. It's like the Suns are the 2nd seed in the West. Are they still 2nd? I don't know. I hope so. But they were a top seed, right? They've been playing actually really well. They have 2 All-Stars on their team. Nobody gives a fuck. Okay, I get it. Fine. They didn't make the playoffs last year. This is new. Fine. We'll eat that. But why is everybody so excited about the Warriors? Can somebody please explain it to me? I genuinely don't understand. Is Steph Curry that entertaining? You want to see him drop 30 and fucking still lose? Like, I'm supposed to give a shit? Steph Curry has 45 points and they lose by 30. I don't care. Who gives a shit? When I watch that team play, as rarely as I do, I don't even know who the fuck any of these people are. I'm pretty sure they refer to one of them as fucking Steph Curry's brother-in-law. He doesn't even have a fucking name on the back. It just says Steph Curry's brother-in-law. That's his name, I swear. And I'm like, what is this? Is this an alternate universe? Am I in a fever dream? What the fuck is this? Why are Steph Curry and Draymond Green playing with a bunch of fucking D-League players? Speaking of D-League players, a little bit before I started watching this game, I was watching the Timberwolves and the Blazers game. And at the beginning of the 4th, which is a pretty vital part of the team or part of the game, I was looking at the Timberwolves roster and I was like, I don't know who any of these fucking people are. Is this a fucking D-League team or G-League? I'm sorry. Is this fucking G-League tryouts? Like, what the fuck? I could not recognize anybody on that team. Let alone, like, let's not even talk about fucking all-stars. I can't even get, like, a fucking role player. I couldn't recognize anyone. I'm like, if you told me that I was watching a G League game, I would believe it. That's how little fucking star power they have on that goddamn roster. I was like, God damn. I can't get a nobody. I had no idea who any of those fucking people were. It was ridiculous. I don't know if they still have that, like the who he play for shit on TNT, but that they could do that for that entire team. That's how shitty that their GM needs to be fired immediately, because I have no fucking idea who is on that team. A bunch of goddamn nobodies. Disrespect meant fuck you energy. I'm sorry. But I mean, yeah. I mean, back to the game. Like I said, there's not really much to say. Chris Paul was what? Fucking 2 for 10. Crowder was 1 for 8. Devin Booker, he was 9 for 20, but he was cold a lot of the game. I remember at one point he was like 7 for 17. Oh yeah, Booker was what, 1 for 6 from 3? It's pretty fucking bad. So yeah, Nader 1 for 3 from 3. Sarge was 3 for 4. Shout out to him. He played well in the especially like in the first half. Bridges 2 for 5. Yeah, Chris Paul was 1 for 4. I mean, it was just kind of an ugly game. Crowder was 0 for 3 from 3. Like, goddamn. Pacers just showed up. This is just one where you just got to give it to them. Be like, tip your hat. Be like, you played well. Your team sucks ass. I can't even shit on the Pacers. They've had a lot of injuries. Even if they were healthy, you still aren't that good. Best case, maybe like a 3rd or 4th seed, losing like the first, second round. And it's not ring season there, so who gives a shit? And that's kind of the energy that the Suns had. I can afford to have that energy because I'm not lacing up. I sit in a chair and I talk shit for fun. You guys need to be more fucking humble, a little bit more hungry. But again, I get it. It's a long season. Are they going to fucking go 100% every game? Nah. Honestly, I feel like they should just start resting players a little bit. Like Chris Paul has looked tired to me like these past like 6 games. I think they should rest him against the Timberwolves because I just went into how weak their fucking roster is. And can we please give Galloway some damn minutes? It was good to see Javon Carter finally got some minutes and that actually started to make a little bit of a run with him on the court. But yeah, honestly, I think they should maybe start resting. I mean, who else really needs rest? Maybe Crowder. He's kind of, is he like 30? He's not even old. I really think they should just rest Chris Paul. He's fucking old, man. What's he, like 35, 36, 55? He needs to take a little break. So I think they should rest him against the Timberwolves game. And really, I don't really have much else to say about this. Like I said, kind of just got out hustled. They seemed kind of disinterested, a little bit sloppy, especially with the turnovers. They didn't shoot well, and they played against a team that was playing really fucking hard because they had a bit of a chip on their shoulder because they blew a game last night. So not much to say. It's a long season, and you're going to take some L's sometimes, but at least we can walk home. I don't know why we're walking home, but we can sit well knowing that Sabonis looks exactly like that fucking kid, and that is my gift from me to you. I'm going to end it here. I'll see you guys in a couple days. Peace.